We are live. We got some folks here as well.
Hey there, Colossal fans.
Hey, everybody.
So we are here. We're going to do the live play, mashing up Omen Edge of the Aegean and Omen Fires in the East. We have AJ. Wave your hand, AJ.
I'll be these hands.
Yes, and Chris on the other. So this is a developer showdown. AJ versus Chris. I'm Mark. I'm going to be moderating and dealing with questions as they come in, and maybe even making up some of my own questions to throw these guys off. No, so we're going to dive in here. Obviously, we haven't set up the cities in the middle of the board yet. So if you guys want to kind of talk through some of the setup rules for mashing Edge of the Aegean and Fires in the East, and then we can dive in and play.
Yes, sure. For playing this combination of the standalone expansions, we have taken all of the cards from both sets and shuffled them together into one deck. So for quite a variety here of units and different strategies they'll provide. And then we have also combined the reward tiles from both sets, all 12 of them, and we will be shuffling them up and placing 3 in each city.
For a total of 9.
For a total of 9. And as per John Cloudus, the legendary designer of Omen, we will be using 3 in each city, and the game will continue until all 3 cities are empty of reward tiles at the end of a player's turn.
That is awesome. So
given that I'm older than AJ and the oldest player is always supposed to go first in this, we're going to mix it up a little so that he doesn't always go second. So he's going to choose a hand. If you're right, you get to decide. If you're wrong, I decide. You're right.
Woo!
All right.
I want you to go on ahead and go first. I like taking the entire wealth.
Yeah, so the oldest player will go first. And we each take 4 coins and 4 cards.
Yeah, Mark, you'll have to let us know if any of this stuff goes off camera.
I will, yeah. So far, you guys are good. I mean, some of the units, actually, I think the units will be okay.
Okay.
Just because we've got the camera pulled so far back. Just because, like I said, with some of the cards that you guys play out, if you just want to make sure that as you're playing things, you're kind of reading the abilities on the cards, so that people don't have to try and, since we do have the camera pulled up so far, to get the whole play surface in, that way we'll have to kind of squint to see what's.
And if you guys want us to read the cards in certain voices, let us know. We won't do it, but, let us know.
Oh, EJ, you shot people down.
Wow.
Wasn't very nice.
We might do it. Depends. Get us into the next stretch goal during this video.
There you go.
Sell.
Awesome.
I want to see those relic cards.
All right. So as the first player, we go into my wealth step. Normally there would be 3 wealth actions, but for the very first player on the first turn, you only get 2. I will use both of them for coin, and because I use all of my actions for the same, I get 1 additional of the same type. So that allows me to take 3 coin. We enter my surge step. Let's see what we've got here. No. I will, let's see.
Decisions, and make sure you don't break any rules because John Cloudus is in the forum.
Well, good. He can correct us.
That is true.
Let's see. I will actually choose to not deploy anything. None of the cities are war torn, as you can see, and we enter the offering step. And I will discard a priestess from hand, which will allow me to activate her scorned ability as well.
Because it's being discarded from anywhere.
Well, no, it's not anywhere.
Well,
it's that's been changed. It's from hand or destroyed in play.
Okay.
So I draw the 2 cards from the scorned ability, and now I have the 2 offering value to choose from, and I will take it in coins. So I have 9 coins and 5 cards, which is under the limit of 5 cards and 10 coins.
Yep.
And it is now your turn, AJ.
All right. I'm going to start off my turn by taking 3 coins. So for my bonus, I get a 4th coin, putting me at a total of 8. And I'm actually going to start playing the game. Throwing down some units.
I feel like that was a shot.
Let's go ahead and throw down Lord of the Fray, who's also my Facebook profile. I mean, I love this guy. Look at that sun coming down. Anyway, so let's see. That is 2. And because he has the colossal keyword, he counts as 2 units in this city, which is important for triggering a war. The treasure means if I would have kept him in my hand and he would have remained in my hand at the end of the game, he would have been worth 1 victory point. But instead, I'm going to throw him into the fray.
Into the fray, no pun intended.
No
And because
pun intended.
because this is not Omen Reign of War, it's Edge of the Aegean and Fires in the East. For those that have played Reign of War, familiar with Reign of War, there is no
Portent.
feat step and there is no portent step because oracles are not in this game, so no need for a portent step. And the feat step, you're not playing with feats.
Correct.
You're literally playing with just reward tiles and raising the cities.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to pay 2 more. Going ahead and send my Dredger of Whelps into the second city.
All right, and that is a priestess as well.
2 more. So she has the Scorn, which is what Chris activated earlier, but she's not being discarded. She does have the Ritual, which means that during my offering step, if I discard whatever the key term is, or the requirement is, in this case, an offering value of 1 or less, then I would get to flip this card and I would gain a victory point token from the side. So again, turning her into extra points, which seems to be a big theme in the Fires in the East. Let's go ahead and play Stoic Veteran as well. Let's see. I'm just going to play Guardian of the Valley. Now, I do have the option to activate his Rally and pay 2 coins, and then I could return a card from the discard pile to my hand. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm just wanting to get some units out there and get ready for the incoming wars.
All right.
All right. Then I going ahead and jump. There's no wars, of course, since we only have 1 unit in each of the cities. For my offering value, I am going to go ahead and discard my Stoic Veteran. He does not activate my ritual since he has an offering value of 3, and she's looking for 1 or less. I'm just going to go ahead and take 3 coins since, again, he has the blue number of 3 for his offering. And that's the end of my turn. We go to Ham.
All right. I'm going to use all 3 of my wealth actions for coin, which will allow me to take 4 coin.
He's going to be dropping some stuff down, AJ, because he's got well over 10 coins there.
Maybe, maybe, or maybe I'll try to throttle the coin economy. We'll see.
I don't know. Keep an eye on him.
So let's see. So I will get my options here. I will play a priestess, the opulent adept. Her ritual is a cost value of 3 or more. So if I offer such a card that meets that requirement, she will be flipped down and converted to victory points.
All right, need to pay for.
Yeah, there's the 3.
Watching her.
Yeah.
Watching like a hawk.
All right. I will end my surge step.
Oh, wow.
I will then, nothing is war torn because AJ doesn't have 3 units at any of the locations, nor do we have a total of 5 at any of the cities. Then during the offering step, I will discard the Siege Overlord, who has a cost value of 3 or more, which will then trigger her ritual, and I will convert her to victory points. And I will use the 1 offering value on the Siege Overlord to draw a card.
There you go.
My turn is done.
And you have 10 coins. So
Yes, I do.
right at the coin economy limits.
And I'm going to draw 3 cards, which allows me to gain a bonus of 1. So I'm at 4. Let's see. And 1. Ooh, that could be fun. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get things moving. I'm going to play the Blistering Bull. Again, we have Colossals, so now we have a total of 4 units in this city. Again, Tribute. I'm not sacrificing or offering them right now, so it doesn't do anything for us. And I'll pay 1 for the Unturning. There's Morai. Again, treasured. During the offering step, you may destroy this unit and an opposing unit. Let's see. That's all I'm going to do during my surge step. So we go to the war step.
We will be war torn because you have a total of 5
There are
units.
5 units, correct.
That gets flipped.
Surprise, you win.
I meet no opposition on my way into the city. I think it's because I had a Sphinx leading the way with a glorious beard.
You have to discard down to 1 unit, so...
And because these are both colossal and they count as 2 units, I could never keep these since I'm on the winning side of the war. So those guys are going to go ahead and go away. My Morai goes up there.
You take your reward tile.
Yep. Very nice. All right. Okay, during my offering step, I may destroy this unit and an opposing unit. I'm not going to do that right now since there's no opponents. I am going to offer up my Bronze Colossus, and the reason is that he has a tribute ability. So an opponent discards 1 card and loses 1 coin. And then draw 1 card and gain 1 coin.
Whew.
And he has an offering value of 1, so I'm going to...
Well, I guess I'll get rid of this guy that says if
grab a
I have
card.
no coins, because I'm not planning on that anytime soon.
Yeah. So the tribute abilities are pretty nice because not only are you gaining the offering benefit of whatever that offering value is of that card, but you're also generally hurting your opponent in some way.
Oh, yeah.
The tribute abilities are pretty nice.
It also, I mean, it keeps things moving. Like, we're not just
It does.
sitting here kind of stagnating with the same card, so it really encourages just kind of the game progressing.
Yeah.
But Ham, your go.
Okay. I will use all 3. Well, let's see.
You got a lot of coins over there.
I will, let's see, I have 9 coins. I will take 4 coins. So use all 3 actions for that.
I activated my Dredger of Lumps with that last one, offering value of 1 or less.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I don't believe this is a May ability. So
Yeah. So there you go.
Yep. Force victory points.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Didn't
force
catch that
victory
earlier.
points.
All right, then I will pay 3. I will play Cloud Keeper Sphinx to the center city here. And
Hello, Sphinx.
I will then pay 1 to play the Enlightened Recruit and use its deploy ability. If you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, draw 2 cards or gain 2 coins.
Oh, wow.
I only have 1 card, so I will draw 2.
Okay, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm still at 9. And I will, nothing is war torn. I will go to my offering and I will go ahead and get rid of the Dark Dune Lurker for 1 coin.
The Dark Dune Lurker.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead, AJ.
I'm going to take 3 coins from my offering, gain my bonus, go to 4. This is going to be war torn right now since my opponent does have 3.
Correct.
But I do have a surge step before them. Hopefully fight him off. Looks like you have a total of 7 strength.
Your city is mine.
7
Yeah.
strength in 3 cards.
I don't think
Which is
I'm
where
gonna-
the Sphinxes are.
Yeah,
That's where they really shine in that
they
strength
really
value.
Sphinx for him.
It really does
Wow.
Sphinx for AJ.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to go on ahead and play Color of the Meek over here. She has a ritual, strength value of 1 or less, and Scorn opponent, but we're not doing that.
Not yet, anyway.
You have 2 cards in hand?
Correct.
Yeah, let's go ahead and be mean. I'll pay this for the Dread Peddler. I'm going to assign him over here. And discard 1 card for his ability. And if you use this ability, an opponent discards 2 cards.
All right.
All right. That's the end of my search step. Since I'm out of cards in hand, we're going to go on ahead and go to the war step. Ham wins this one.
Yes, I do.
Big time.
Take the reward tile.
Your
Discard
Cloudkeeper
my
is gone.
Sphinx. And keep the Enlightened Recruit there.
The
All
city
right.
returns to its more peaceful days.
We get back to the offering phase. I have nothing to get rid of. So that's it for me. We go over to Ham.
All right. Wealth. I will spend all of my actions to draw 4 cards. All right. Let's see here. Oh, well, we always like that guy.
And this will be war torn unless you change that somehow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 3 units.
And what's your total strength there? 5? All right. I will... All right. I will pay 3. Tactical Sovereign. Deploy ability. If you have 2 or fewer units in the city, deploy the top card of the deck to the city at no cost.
Oh,
Oh,
going for a swing there. Let's see what it is.
And it's a merchant.
We got a merchant.
All right.
End of search step, gain 1 coin effect on that.
Very nice.
So pretty
Usually
good.
extra
So-
coin. It's not going to help you with the strength, but
And for those who have played Reign of War, the merchants have abilities very similar to the oracles, where you're just kind of getting a passive bonus
Right.
each turn.
The barter effect is another option on it where you can discard it during your wealth step for 1 additional wealth action.
Yes, which is completely new to the game. It's something I really enjoy because you'll sometimes just want that extra bonus. to stir
exactly.
things
Maybe
up.
you need 1 extra coin to play a card in your hand or something along those lines. There's a
Definitely.
little bit of a discussion. Excuse me, a little bit of discussion going on in the chat about the backs of the cards. And how they are. Someone asked originally if these are the official backs, and of course, yes. You know, I believe so.
Yes.
And a lot of discussion of the purpose of that being to be able to mash that. So what we're watching right now, for those that are tuning in late, the game you're watching now is actually a mashup of Edge of the Aegean and Fires in the East together, and that's part of the standard common back, is being able to not only mash these 2 games together, but being able to match any combination of these with Reign of War, as well as anything that may come in the future, from other expansions that are planned.
Yes, and I mean, for a long time, Omen fans, like, every edition has had a different back. We're kind of wanting to put a stop to that, so it's a lot easier to integrate future sets. Because we plan to expand the Omen universe a bit more with John.
Exactly.
And we want you to be able to easily integrate all of your games and just have a huge, boomy Omen experience. Or, of course, tailor it to wherever you want. Maybe just this set and that set.
Yep.
Reign of War and just Fires, or Edge and Fires like we're doing.
And Raul in chat is absolutely correct, talking about Magic the Gathering cards having the same back since the beginning of time.
That almost
And
didn't happen, by the way.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That almost did not happen, and I think at this point, with so many different Magic the Gathering sets, if they all had different backs,
It wouldn't have
there'd
made
be a
it that
nightmare.
far.
Magic would be a nightmare right now.
And the Magic back looks so 90s. I kind of enjoy looking at the card and then looking at the newest
newest
graphic
stuff.
design that they have.
Yeah.
It's
And for those that are talking about the card backs, you really can't see them very well on camera. It's not just a plain white back like they look on camera. I'm gonna
A
see if I can pull
faded
one of these up.
city.
There's kind of a faded. See if I can pull this up here so you can see a little bit more. There is some art on here. It's a little bit faded in the background. So there's like a city that's on fire on top of a hill there. So there's a little bit of touch to it. So there is still some art there. It just stands out a little bit more.
But it's nice and clean. Like, we didn't go overboard with the city being on fire.
Correct.
This is,
Yes, there's a question here about an identifier on the front of the cards to be able to identify what set they belong to. There will indeed be there's a little watermark on
Watermark.
You don't see them
Yes.
here. They're not on these prototype cards, but they are on the final cards. We'll have little watermarks, maybe cross swords, for one set.
Stuff like that.
There are definitely watermarks so that you can easily
Sort
identify what they are. And again, kind of taking a page out of the Magic the Gathering, that has the symbol, so that you know what, is this Dominaria or whatever the set may be. So yes, there will be an identifier on the front, so you don't have to memorize, this unit belongs at the edge of the Aegean and such. Good questions, everyone.
Okay,
what do you got for us, Sam?
Going forward, I will pay 2. I'll add the Unifying Matriarch to this city. She provides at the end of the surge step, draw 1 card if I will draw 1 card. Also, having the ability Exalt that will check at the end of each of my surge steps. If I have 3 different unit types in a single city, I can Exalt that unit, which would mean to remove it from the play area of the cities, just like a priestess whose ritual has been met, turn it face down and place a victory point token on it. And now I will add...
So if you've only played Reign of War, like the new expansions are a lot different ways of getting victory points besides just feats and just tiles.
Correct.
So that is, again, something I really like about Edge and Fires.
Place the Dread Broker, who sells flaming skulls for a living.
That's a unique way to make money.
Hey, you gotta pay the rent. And so now we go here.
Nice.
We go to the end of my search step.
So you've got a couple of merchants.
I do not have 3 different unit types in a single city, so this will not be exalted, and I will draw a card. AJ is forced to give me a coin in exchange for a flaming skull. Yes.
Okay, but I want my flaming skull.
I'm sorry. He's a dread broker.
He's a dread broker.
Yeah, he just sells dread.
Just a jerk.
Right, and then this merchant will allow me to gain 1 coin.
Wow.
All right, we go ahead and resolve this battle. AJ is victorious.
Woo! And I'm going to go down to 1. Let's go ahead and keep the priestess. I kind of like those open-ended abilities and being able to hopefully bank in on that 2 victory points from triggering her ritual down the road.
Someday, maybe.
Someday.
All right, and then I will offer Fledgling Pouncer Sphinx for 4 coin.
4
coins.
Well,
Instead of holding it in your hand for the victory point at the end of the game, you're taking the 4 coins.
It'll all take care of itself in the end.
That's an interesting move.
All right, go ahead, AJ.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw 4 cards. And the reason I'm taking cards over coins this term is because I can always do the offering value at the end, which, at least to me, I think that's a much more flexible option than just taking 4 coins. I mean, please post your favorite strategies online if you've played before. Let's see, strength value of 1 or less. Let's see. All right, so I don't have any coins to play with right now. What do I have over here?
Got the reward tiles.
Yeah. How many cards do you have in hand?
Just 1.
Just the 1.
That's ominous.
Let's go ahead.
You dread broker a guy
gamble it.
1 time.
That's all it takes.
So 1 faulty flaming skull.
Tiamat's Reckoning. An opponent discards 1 card. Draw cards or gain coins equal to its offering value.
Oh, what's
You
the
get
offering
3?
value?
3. There we go.
3
Go
coins
down
are
our
3
offers for
cards, and that happens during the surge step. So technically, you are still in your surge step,
I
and
am.
could now spend those 3 coins to deploy units.
Mm.
And John Cloudus just messaged and says that made me smile. So John is happy at your demise, Chris.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Let's go ahead and play the Serpent Peddler. That's some very interesting art. I mean, that's up there with the guy with the flaming skulls, I would say.
Yeah,
I don't want to run into any of these merchants, honestly.
No,
Those
some
like
of the merchants are pretty
the
creepy.
scary
People. The Merchant of Feathers is actually pretty nice looking.
Yeah, she's the only
not
merchant
ominous.
with nice artwork. We saw that when we were doing a look at Fires in the East.
Yeah.
earlier. It's like all this dark artwork and then
And
feathers.
Merchant of Feathers, her art is more bright and colorful. She's not peddling things that are terrifying like serpents and skulls. So,
All right.
and of course, the reward that you just used, AJ, is obviously one of the new reward tiles from Fires in the East, which is fantastic. So this is a brand new reward tile, so it's different than what you find in Reign of War. Just giving you some other new ways to switch up the play. It's some more replayability.
Indeed. And during my offering step, I'm going to go ahead and use this girl who's been sitting here spinning or weaving, one of Morai, and I can destroy this unit and an opposing unit. And I hate that Dread Broker. So I'm going to destroy this unit and the Dread Broker.
So much hate.
No more Flaming Skulls for you, sir.
So much hate.
Oh,
that's amazing.
And I'm sorry. Into Surge Step, an opponent loses 2 coins.
Oh, so we're going back now, AJ?
I'm sorry.
End of the surge
This was
steps.
not an ability. Okay.
What would John Cloudis say about that?
I think John Cloudis would say that it triggered at the end of the surge step.
Mm.
And it's not a May ability.
Fine.
So you're like end of surge step and opponent loses 2
And
coins.
that was my fault. I should have ran down the row and checked for each of these.
Oh.
Yep,
So I lose 2 coins.
2 coins because of the serpent peddler.
Wow.
During the
I can't resist. I had to buy serpents.
the end of my offering value, I'm going to offer my Devourer of Will. She has 2 value for the offering, but she also has 1 strength, which is important for my color, the Meek.
So color
With a strength value of 1 OS. So,
another victory point token.
yep.
Color the Meek is
3-point
gone.
token. And Scorned, draw 1 card and gain 1 coin. Because
Wow.
Scorned still activates from my hand.
All right. You
All
done?
right.
That was a
That
pretty
is it for
productive
me.
turn.
All right. I will take 4 cards.
And the fact that you were able to pull all of that off when you started your turn with no cards and no coins is really impressive.
I've got nothing.
I love the way it can swing like that.
Okay.
And Chris, John wanted me to point out that it could have been anyone. He just really likes seeing his reward tiles be used.
Ah, okay. All right. I'll let it go.
However, he was impressed with AJ's turn. So
Thank you.
you know you've had a great turn when the designer chimes in and says that was a great turn.
It's pretty salty.
It's pretty fantastic.
All right. I'm going to continue building my strip mall.
Oh, yeah. You got
I'm
to
going
activate the.
to deploy another merchant. Here, though, the Bazaar Elder. End of surge step, gain 1 coin and draw 1 card. And let's see. I will now pay 4 coin. At the end of my surge step, an opponent destroys one of their units in this city.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Wow.
we end my surge step. I do not have 3 different unit types in a single city, so I will draw a card. I gain 1 coin and draw 1 card.
Merchants are nice.
Destroy
You have to
that
destroy
piece
the
of
serpent
garbage.
peddler, and you still have a merchant.
Well, you lost out. You can't buy snakes anymore.
Yeah, I feel terrible about that. And then I'll gain a coin.
Very nice.
And
War step. Nothing's war torn.
then I will discard the Quicksilver Steed using its tribute. Return 1 card from the discard pile to your hand, then shuffle the discard pile into your deck. And I think that Dread Broker's coming back.
That's not nice.
then
And
everything gets
I also
shuffled
get
back.
1 card.
You get 1 from the offering value
Yeah.
of the steed.
We'll resolve that first.
And to me, that's the best. Those automatons. That's the best way to use them is that tribute value because you still get the offering, but they have some kind of powerful
So I
ability.
took the
But you're
1
giving up a
card.
huge unit. I
You already-
mean,
yeah,
their,
you
their
really are.
strength,
Their strength is way-
super high.
Yeah.
All right, AJ, here you go.
I'm going to go ahead and take 4 coins. Well, I take 3 and gain 1 for a bonus for those doing the math at home. All right, let's go on ahead and pay 4. Let's see, you have 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Boom, Sphinx. Regal
Whoa.
statuary with a strength of 6.
A strength of 6.
Oh no.
The one Sphinx is going to defeat your. That is a war-torn city because there are 3 units over there.
Yes.
So the one Sphinx is going to defeat 3 guys.
Oh no.
All right. That is.
However, you won't have anything left in that city because you won't be able to keep the Sphinx once you win.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, he was going to be war torn
Details.
either way
You might as well
because
win
he
it
had
and take
3
the 2
units.
victory points.
Yeah. All right.
So
Absolutely.
let's go ahead jump into the fighting. Yep, I'm going ahead and take this tile.
I'll discard the Enlightened Recruit. Go
Yeah,
down
you
to
will.
2 units.
That's
What do I got
nice.
here?
Keep those merchant abilities moving.
That's right.
End of my turn, because now we've resolved all war-torn cities, so it's my offering phase. Let's go ahead and get rid of the battle-worn seer. He has value of 3. So I'm going to take 3 coins. Yep. And that's it for me.
All right. I will use all of my wealth actions to take money. Go back up to 6. All right. So I will pay 1. Play a Gilded Raptor.
Ooh.
It is a colossal unit. I will.
So using it for its strength and not for its tribute.
Correct. I will pay 2 and add the Dread Broker to this one. I now have 3 different types of units in this city.
Are you at the end of your surge step?
That's true. I am not at the end of
No,
my
I didn't know if you want to make
step.
sure you weren't
Yeah.
done. And don't forget to pay your 2 coins for your
Right.
Dread Broker. We'll keep you honest.
No, that's fine.
You need to include like a little mark voice box with each.
Now
of the games.
I will pay
Don't forget to
1
Pay your coins.
and play a Depth Dweller.
Wow.
If you have 2 or fewer cards in hand, return 1 card from the discard pile to your hand.
And he has
Can't
a hand
take
of
the Dread
2 for
Broker
those
again.
who
Yes, I do.
for those who can't see. He has a hand of 2, so he's able to
I
return
feel
one.
pretty good about the Regal Statuary.
Wow.
So we'll bring that guy back.
He's pretty nice.
I still
I can
have
vouch for him.
2 coin. So there are 5 units here right now, but there will not be at the end of my search.
Oh, does somebody have
step.
Colossal?
Yep, right here.
Oh,
Yep.
there it is.
There is a colossal. The Gilded Raptor is colossal.
Okay. Then I will go to the end of my surge step. The Unifying Matriarch becomes exalted.
So there's 2 more points.
And this goes back on peaceful.
Correct. Then, oh, look, Flaming Skulls for sale. Give me a coin.
There you are.
Who doesn't want Flaming Skulls? I'm pretty sure everybody watching on this wants Flaming
What's
Skulls.
Flaming Skulls?
All right.
You have your Grave Trader Merchant there, and your Bizarre Elder.
No, I'm getting there.
Look at that.
This is the strip mall strategy. All right, so then I will gain 1 coin, and draw 1 card. All right, then an opponent destroys one of their units of the city, but sadly he has no
Wah,
units.
wah.
And then I will gain 1 coin from selling feathers.
I need the game show. Wah,
Right.
wah, wah, wah.
And then I will. I will discard the Solemn Commander
So how often would you say you
Take
offer
2.
things, Chris?
almost every time.
It's such a good return. I mean, a lot of times you're turning in 1 card for 2 or
Yeah.
getting those extra coins. I will say I see a lot of new players who are just afraid to get rid of something in their
Yeah.
hand. They become attached
Yeah.
to it. But
I think the 2 most common things that I see with new players is not taking the chance to do something during the offering step,
Yeah.
where you're trading 1 card for multiple coins or multiple cards. I mean, there are some cards that's
There
only a
are
single offering.
there are very
And then
few
the other
cards in
one
this
is-
game
Yeah,
that are better than any 2 other cards
Exactly.
in this game.
and then the other thing that I see is during the wealth step, splitting those wealth actions, taking
Yeah.
2 cards in a coin or 2 coins in a card.
I try to avoid that at all costs.
Exactly. It's least efficient usually, but there are instances where you need to do so because
Yeah, sometimes you have to bite the bullet.
you've got to have options on your turn. So we got a war-torn city over there that so far AJ is going to lose horribly.
He doesn't have a lot of money, so hopefully I can hold on. And I'll throw my guys away who don't sell flaming skulls.
Exactly. Hang on to the merchant.
Right. When determining who to discard, I have one question. Do you sell flaming skulls?
No.
If
Then I'm being discarded.
you're being discarded.
Right.
I do not sell flaming skulls. Oh, we have another one of the Morai coming in.
And she allows me to reduce the cost of the first unit you deploy by 1.
Okay.
So what?
Very nice.
She'll trigger the next card I play, correct?
Correct.
Since it's the first unit.
I think she is the first unit you deployed this
Okay.
turn.
John says no.
No, okay.
She is the first unit. So
She
you're
is the
basically
first
playing her
unit.
for
Okay.
free.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Gotta make sure.
Which is good for you because I don't believe you have a lot of coins over
First
there.
unit.
No, he's so poor.
The Dread Broker stole one.
No, he sold him a flaming skull.
Sold him a flaming
He's a
skull.
merchant, not a thief.
So we have the Baleful Demagogue with the Exalt keyword.
And
And you'll still get to gain a coin at the end of the surge step, which will be nice.
okay. All right, so I'm going to activate Tartarus Barter. Hope I'm saying that right. John, scream at me on the
Tartarus.
forums if I said it wrong.
Tartarus.
Tartarus?
Yeah.
Tartarus. All right. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and offer up my Snake Peddler for 3 coins. And then I get to return 1 card in the discard pile to my hand.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that you keep using those reward tiles and just coming back to me and score.
John says the correct pronunciation is tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. Well, he is the designer, so what can you
You
do?
would know.
Tartar sauce, Tartarus.
He is the final word.
Tartarus. Basically pulling a unit.
I'll go ahead and take the Snake Peddler back to my hand. And let's see. I'm going to pay 1 for Mortal's Bane and pay 3 so I can destroy a unit in the city. I'm destroying the direct.
Oh, there's a beautiful rally ability coming into play. That's amazing. The Dread Broker is gone once again.
He'll be back.
And this goes back to peaceful since I don't have.
No. It does not. I still
there are
have
still
3
3
Oh,
units.
units
that's right,
the
because
Gila
it's
Raptor is
colossal.
That is false, sir.
There are still 3 units there, so you are still going to lose.
All right. That is okay with me.
You got rid of the Dread Broker that's been kind of a
Yes.
thorn in your side.
I still have
entire
like
game.
3 other merchants constantly.
Yeah,
Even
but at
though
least
I-
they're not taking things from you. He's just taking those from the supply.
All right. Let's go ahead and go to the war step. We're going to fight in here, and it's 2-4. So you're going to win that one.
Look at me go.
And then Chris has to discard down to 1 unit, so your Gilded Raptor is going away. AJ gets to keep the Mortal's Bane because he can keep 2 units.
Then during my offering step, let's go ahead and offer up the Serpent Peddler again. So
I feel like I should be doing the
Yeah.
like voiceover
Let's
like
take
it's
3
for golf
cards.
matches, just
Yeah.
like a really hushed tone.
Hmm.
Like, what is AJ going to do now?
All right.
He's
And
asking for silence from the
Right.
crowd.
for those of you scoring at home, AJ has 8 points. He has 1 face down reward tile and 2 cards with victory point tokens on them and 2 revealed reward tiles, whereas I have 2 reward tiles face down as well as 2 face down cards.
So it is 8-8.
It is 8-8.
It's fantastic.
All right, let's see. I will take 4 coin. All right, I will pay 4 coin.
4 coins.
Play the Regal Statuary.
Ouch.
Like that. No.
There are only 4 reward tiles left in the cities.
I will be. I could do that.
And the end condition, again, for those that came in late, we play until all 3 cities have been taken. All the reward tiles are gone.
From all 3 cities.
So that's one difference between this version versus Reign. With Reign, you have the 2 cities as an end game condition. 2 cities being devoid of tiles. Whereas with this version of the game, because you don't have the feats, you have to get through all 3 cities.
Right. Okay, I will then pay 2 coins, and I will play the Oath Caller over here. Deploy. If this is your only unit in the city, it is not, so I can't do anything with that.
So no deployability there. We have another war-torn city.
And I will go to the end of my surge step.
And activate everything.
Right. I will gain 1 coin and draw 1 card from the Bazaar Elder. I will... you're forced to destroy a unit in that city, but you don't have one. And
Merchant of Feathers.
She will gain me 1 coin through selling feathers. And we will resolve the battle here. You have a strength of 2, and I have a strength of 5. So I win the battle.
Another reward tile.
And I will...
Each city now has 1 reward tile left in it.
Discard everybody but my Merchant of Feathers.
And again, AJ gets to keep both units because he gets to keep 2.
Right, and then I will go to my offering and discard this guy with an offering of 3, the Stoic Veteran. Draw 3 cards.
All right. And you don't have any priestesses with a ritual ability to check.
Nope. And it is your turn, AJ.
All right. I'm going to go on ahead and take 4 coins.
Now he's looking at that reward tile.
Let's see.
10 to 8.
Bearing in mind this will be war-torn
on the far end.
Yes.
Because of the colossal regal statuary.
So
So-
regal.
It's regal.
My Morai here allows me to reduce the cost of the first unit you deploy by 1.
True.
So I'm going to play the Crimson Acolyte for 1
point.
instead of 2. And then I'm going to pay 3 for my Desperate Hunter. And if you have no coins, return an opposing unit in the city to your hand.
Oh no!
Oh,
Steal
take that.
So
mine.
you have the Merchant of Feathers.
Yes.
Sad.
That's fun. Desperate Hunter, gotta love it. And you only have 4 units in that city, so there's no war-torn there.
Correct.
This one is war-torn, however.
Yes, it is.
Yes, since we have 3, and I don't think I'm going to beat an 8.
Yeah, I said an 8 strength is going to be really tough to beat, especially considering you have no coins to deploy any additional units.
So regal.
The regalness of the statuary.
Mm.
All right. Hang on her.
3
All right.
reward tiles to go.
Into my
one
search
is
step, I'm
away.
going to gain 1 coin from my Baleful Demagogue. And then if you have 5 or more units deployed in cities, exalt this unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she becomes
she's going to be
exalted.
exalted. There's more points.
All right. And then we go to the war step. You're going to win here.
This is true.
Going to take the final reward tile from that city.
Now, it's important to note that units can still be deployed there.
Yep.
It's particularly useful given cards like merchants and whatnot that have effects outside of battle and whatnot. But no matter what happens, that can never be war-torn again by any
Correct.
means. So it is not completely out of the game. It just will never be a battle again.
Then at the end of my turn, I'm going to go on ahead and discard the Merchant of Feathers, or offer, I should say, the Merchant of Feathers. And I'm going to draw 3 cards. And because it was an offering value of 3 or more, my Crimson Acolyte activates,
Whoa,
getting me 2 more points.
They just find another ways to get points
There you go.
since he's not winning the war-torn cities. And that's, again, one of the cool aspects of, yes, you may be losing a lot of the war-torn cities, but because of the exalt keyword on the Curies as well as the ritual ability on the priestesses, it helps offset that a little bit and give you other ways, other paths to victory.
And at the end of turn, I am at 5, which is the hand card limit.
Good deal.
All right, let me think about my moves here. So let's see.
And you avoided a war-torn city down here by getting rid of that priestess.
Yep.
That would be 4.
And I mean, I may have wanted that because I have 4 and I cleared out his units, but
Right.
that's 2 for sure victory points.
1.
And I mean, he can still respond to it. We may still fight here.
Exactly.
And AJ currently has
2, 4, 6, 8,
12
10,
total
12.
points.
I believe it's 12 to 12.
It's 12-12.
Yes, it is. So
Very close game.
I think I should probably do that. So I am going to draw 4 cards.
How dare you?
All right. Let's see here.
Of course, if the game ends tied, then that's not good for AJ.
All right. So that seems you've got 2 dudes there for a total strength of 4, correct?
Correct.
Whoa, that was
Good
good
timing.
stereo. It was like we planned that or something.
I think that Colosso was planned.
This is true.
You can hear our boss shouting from across the room,
It's like
across the hall.
Yeah, I think it's getting down to the wire. You have 1 reward tile left in each of the remaining cities.
And Chris has a fistful of coins, so
Yes,
who knows
he
what
does.
he's going to bring down.
All right. I'm going to pay 2. Play the Daunting Avenger.
Ooh.
I will not use his rally ability.
Okay.
I will play the Maven of Greed and not use. Oh, well, and it is a Charis, so it has the Exalt ability, but that will check later.
So you're at a strength of 4,
Well,
or a strength of 3
yeah.
to his 4.
And I will play the Chthonic Sentry, and I will also not use its ability. That does bring us to a total of 5 units there, making that
Correct.
war-torn.
So a war-torn city, and now you're looking at a strength of 6 to AJ's 4.
Correct, for the last tile there. And then
And we have a question here.
ooh, a question.
Yeah. Has there been consideration into turning Omen into an app?
That would be awesome. I mean, it does fit a lot of like good app things. I mean, it's a one-on-one. It would have some good
Yeah.
AI. The art's beautiful.
The asymmetric, I mean, you could do it. I mean, you could even do it async. I would almost, if it was going to be an app, I would almost do a live, online matches
Oh yeah.
rather than asynchronous, just because the turns are so quick. But at this point, I don't believe we're doing apps.
No. I mean, they're super expensive.
Yeah, the development on them and the time it takes to development at this point, we're not looking at. But you're absolutely right, Nicholas. That game would be it definitely would serve well as an app.
Who knows what
How
the
many
future
cards
holds.
you have? How many cards you got in hand,
5.
AJ? 5. Okay. All right. Well, we will go into my search step. So I'll gain 1 coin and draw 1 card. You would destroy a unit in that city if you had one.
It's not a very welcoming city right now. People keep dying.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Grave Trader, I do not have 6 or more coins. Well, I gain a coin, but I do not have 6 or more coins, so I cannot exalt the Maven. And no other abilities there. We resolve this battle.
So it's
I
6 to
win.
4.
You do?
Yes.
So there's another victory reward tile.
I will leave my Maven of Greed as my sole unit there.
Good idea.
Taking this,
Reward
going to
tile.
14. And that. offer the Keeper of Woe, and I will draw 3 cards.
All right.
Hang on, though. I am above the card limit.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a lot of cards you
1,
have over
2,
there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 cards with a hand limit of 5.
Well, you know, when you go
For those
fishing
who are doing the
for-
math at home, that means Chris has to discard 3 cards.
Let's see. I like this.
Maybe demigods who can do whatever we want, but we can't hold more than 5
Right, there
cards.
are limitations
There are
even on
rules.
our powers.
I'm going to grab 3 coins and gain my bonus.
Okay.
My first unit for the turn is going to be 1 less, so I'm only going to pay 2
Ooh.
for the Griefmonger.
Ooh.
Let's see, gain 1 coin, and if an opponent has no coins, exalt. And I'm going to pay 2 normal price for the Doombringer. Draw 1 card, and if you have 8 or more strength in a single city, exalt this unit. That's 8. Actually, that's 9. So that's 2, 3, but that's going to be at the end of Surge.
At the end of
Yeah.
the Surge. Yep.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No,
John is
I'm
watching.
letting you know
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
going on. All
It's
right.
going to be good, though. I mean, that's an extra 2 points while you're fighting over that one last reward tile in the middle.
Let's see. He has that there.
Oh, he's looking at another one. It's bad for you, AJ. You're going to actually have to beat him point total wise. So for those who don't know, obviously high points wins. Whoever the most victory points is the winner. First tiebreaker is whoever has the most unused reward tiles. So at this point, Chris has yet to use any of his reward tiles, keeping them for points.
I'm going
Greedy.
ahead and activate Anaki's need. Anaki's? Naki? I'm not sure. Search the deck for 1 card and add it to your hand. Reduce the cost of the next unit deployed by 2. I'm not sure what all's in the deck, and it's a very small deck, so I'm kind of gambling here.
You're kind of gambling with it.
You know, with this, I don't have a lot of other options.
Well, you have the reduced cost of 2, so if you can find something that has a cost of 3 or less, you could deploy something
Yes.
still.
Yep, let's go ahead and do that one. Return the deck. I'm going to grab the Blistering Bull
Yeah.
and pay 1 coin for him. He's an automaton. So that is... Nope, I did that wrong. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I still have 5 strength within that city.
Mhm.
Yeah, but his Grave Trader's going to destroy
Yeah.
that.
He's just trading graves over here.
Trading Graves. I'm going to take out the Blistering Bowl with 1, just because I reached the end of my surge step, your bullet's gone.
Barbecue.
Into my surge step, I'm going to gain 1 coin. And you have coins, so that does not exalt. Draw 1 card. And if I have 8 or more strength, I'm going to exalt this girl.
So there's more victory points.
4 of these and lose out. All right.
And you're at 13 now?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Yeah.
And I am at
14.
14. I like the sound of that.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Are you done?
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Offering
Offering
step. Let's go ahead and
See how I tried to hustle bus him right
Saw
through
do
the
that for 3 coins.
old magic
It's your turn, Chris.
tactics. All right. So let's see. Wealth step. I only need to add 1 unit here
Yes, you do.
for there to be a battle.
And preferably something higher than
Yeah.
something with a strength of 3 or higher.
Let's see. So I just want to make sure I don't mess this up.
You could just throw something down there tiny and give AJ the last 2 points so he beats you by 1.
Yeah. That seems consistent with my character, doesn't it?
It does, it does.
All right, I'm going to take 4 coins.
That's what we call king making.
I do not
I
think it
think
means
king making
anything
exists in
else.
a 2-player game.
Right. I'm going to pay 3. If you have 2 or more units in this city, An opponent reveals their hand. Discard one reveal card. Are any of those treasured? Why, yes,
Yep.
they are.
Yes,
Let's
they
go
are.
ahead and
Two
get
of
rid
them
of
are.
that one.
All right.
Okay. How dare you try to sneak in those victory points on me like that? So what's your strength there? 5. I am
Yep.
currently at 6. So I don't need any more, and we have 5 units there. So we'll go to the end of the surge step.
Actually,
Well, you have 5, and I have
Actually.
6 strength.
yeah, but your grave trader is going to destroy that colossal beast at the end of your surge step, and that will no longer be a war-torn city.
Yeah, I guess that is a problem, isn't it? I will gain 1 coin and draw 1 card.
So AJ lives for another turn.
Woo!
Yeah,
This is going to be close.
I guess I destroy that. I have 6 or more coins, so I gain a coin and exalt.
Exalt, so there's 2. I don't know,
That makes it tough.
That may have been the nail in the
I
coffin.
think you just enraged that one.
Yeah.
Enraged.
All right, and we'll go to the offering. I will draw 2 cards. 1, 2.
I would need a.
I forgot about my own grave trader.
Yep.
And it's shameful.
So AJ's going to have a turn to try and figure something out. Now that
Oh.
will be war-torn.
6. I have to discard 1 card as well. So we'll just guess it would be
We have,
this guy. He would have been shuffled in there, AJ, because it would have occurred before you had to
yeah.
reshuffle.
They're a lot thinner than the normal cards.
Right?
Yeah, it's a problem with prototypes. All right. Let's see. I have 4 coins. This is going to be war-torn.
Unless you can find a way to destroy
Let's
one of
see.
those units.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what I need to beat. Well, stuff in hand isn't helping. Let's go ahead and do 1 coin and 2 cards.
Oh, there's that inefficiency.
Desperation.
Desperation move.
Let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Off by 1 there. But I do have a barter. What's your point total?
I have 16 that you know of.
That is true.
8, 10, 13.
13.
7.
$16, 13, based on what's on the table.
There's a warrior down there.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Okay. Okay. So activating my Morai, I'm going to reduce the cost of the first card deployed by 1. So let's go on ahead and play my Daunting Adventurer for 1. I'm going to discard 1 card, and if I use this ability, destroy an opposing unit of the same type as the discarded card. So I'm going to,
Destroy this.
no, not that. I'm going to get rid of your merchant there.
Oh, of the same kind as discard.
Oh, is that-
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pay 3 for the Type Collector. This is no longer war-torn.
All right.
It's pretty nice.
I think that's something we can remedy on my turn.
Probably. Probably pretty likely.
Yeah.
That's too bad it's not war-torn for you, AJ. 'cause you've
Let's
got
go
war-
ahead and play the
There
Morai.
it is.
There
He's
it
doing it.
is.
Yeah.
War-torn and taking the last 2 points.
All right. Looks like you win that battle.
Do you have anything into surge step?
Oh, you are correct. Gain 1 coin. And if an opponent has no coins, I could exalt her, but no, I
He's
don't.
got plenty of
Okay,
points.
cool.
Chris is always rich.
So what would have been
I gain 1 coin.
Yep.
So yeah, and then I win, so I go down. That's leave her in the city.
So that gets you to 15.
Yep, not enough.
And I am holding a three treasure.
There they are.
Wow, there's all the sphinxes you were
That's
looking
right.
for.
I'm digging. And
So,
so that gets me
19?
to 19.
19
Very
to
nice.
15, a Chris Ham victory.
Good game, AJ.
Good
Very one. So that is Omen Edge of the Aegean, Omen Fires in the East. Now, one of the things that someone had asked earlier was kind of speak a little bit to how this feels, if this feels different at all to just standard Reign of War.
Very different because there's a lot of like small tricks that come up. I would say in this one, especially with like flipping stuff over for the 2 victory points. I feel like the tiles really lend themselves to. They're situational, but they're boomy if you pull them off in the right situations.
They really are.
Well, there's also a lot of special synergies in this between the rally abilities that often require discard and things like Scorned on priestesses.
I love tribute.
If you're able to work tribute in with a ritual, I mean, it's just an amazing thing in the offering step. You can play several different ways. Like you were highly aggressive towards cities early, whereas I spent a lot of time just building up some infrastructure.
Yep.
And in the end, I won more battles than you did.
Yeah.
But, it took a while to set up and I was behind. And then I'm like, okay, well, the game is moving into the late stage. So I really didn't feel like I had to play many more cards. So now I was digging for those treasured guys. Like that, I never had any intention of playing them. That's how I got to 8 cards at one time was,
right.
Okay, the stage is set. Let's just dig some treasured guys out,
Yeah.
And I feel like the base Omen, a Reign of War is more tactical. And then you have to deal exactly with, make the best of what you get, which is still interesting. But you can actually play a little more strategically when you combine 2 sets like this and pick which angle to focus on.
Oh yeah, I love combining the sets.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a whole new Omen.
Well, and you have, the switching up of the reward tiles, not knowing what exactly reward you have in there because there's, 12 of them.
Yes, 3 of them go unused, so you can't perfectly count them.
Exactly. So you don't know what's there. And I agree. I like the ability of being able to score victory points from your units and not having to necessarily win the war-torn cities. You have the Curies that can be exalted. You have the keywords for the ritual keywords for your priestesses that can result in victory points as well. So it does add some additional paths to victory. And then of course, if you don't have Reign of War shuffled in, there's no important step because there are no oracles.
Right.
And you're not playing with feats, so there's no feat step either. So that in some cases even shortens the gameplay a little bit because you've got a couple of less steps to worry about resolving things. But even that is a little offset because you have all these other units that are triggering abilities at the end of the surge step, which essentially would be your portent step in Reign of War. So you are still getting some abilities like that.
Well, and the treasured units help keep people honest because the tendency may be to try and rush to a quick win.
Yep.
But when the guy's over there smiling at you in a close game holding 5 cards, there's a little bit of room to bluff there where you can often calculate exactly in Reign of War. In this, that small element of unknown makes me hesitant to end it in a close game.
In Reign of War, you still have treasured units in Reign of War, but there are 4 of them.
Yeah,
so
it's only
less
if you're
likely,
playing with heroes.
And only if you're playing with heroes, and so it's less likely that someone's holding that hidden victory point or a couple of victory points in hand. Whereas this, you've got Sphinxes that are treasured, you've got the Morai that are treasured, so you've got some more unit types that offer those victory points if you hang on to them.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no, good stuff. Good games.
Absolutely, it's a very good game.
These are ones that you can always get out again and again and just go at it because they're quick games. They have a lot of replay value.
Yeah. Well, and the thing too is, obviously this was mashing Edge of the Aegean and Fires in the East together. You can grab Fires in the East off the shelf and just play a game with just Fires in the East.
Yeah. It still comes with its own set of boards and tokens. So I mean, even if you're just low on your game budget this month and can only get one, grab just Edge of the Aegean or Fires in the East.
Yeah, exactly. So, but thank you guys for playing and for showing off the combination of the game. We thank everyone for stopping in and watching the stream. Of
Especially
course,
John.
Yeah, thanks, John, for coming in and chiming in and correcting some of the rules. Correcting all the rules mistakes we made. No. But we will, obviously, the live stream is going to be on Kickstarter for the next 48 hours. We'll make sure and post it over on the Facebook page as well. We'll throw a link up so people can watch it. I imagine it may end up on YouTube. Who knows? But if you have questions, we got comments, messages on Kickstarter. You can hit us up on BGG with questions. Subscribe on BGG if you're not subscribed.
Send a
got
carrier
lots of
pigeon.
images that are there. Yeah, exactly. We'll definitely we'll let you know when the next live stream is. If we do another one, I don't know why we wouldn't. We generally do. Who knows? Keep your eyes out for that. Subscribe on BGG and Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. And we will talk to you guys next time.